Today on Gunfighters, we will be reviewing the Ruger RXM. Today we're out here with the new proprietary holster for the new Ruger RXM. We're gonna run some drills. The first drill is gonna be a simple box drill between these two evenly spaced targets. Gonna have 2 hits on each target and then 1-on-1 for each target. After that, we'll be running a simple movement drill, hitting all 3 targets twice.
The 2 to the body and 1 to the head drill, also known as a Mozambique or failure to stop drill, is a common self-defense routine meant to make sure an attacker is unable to continue attacking. The goal of which is to put 2 rounds center mass, and if that fails to immediately stop them, then a headshot or pelvic shot is employed. Both of which are all but guaranteed to stop your attacker if you place your shots right. In this exercise, Steve is drawing from a concealed shoulder holster, then engaging 2 targets, shooting both twice in the chest. Then, in theory, they've failed to stop, so he then shoots the second target in the head once, then back to the first target. First up, 3 rounds of failure to stop drills.
So after running that first drill, doing 2 to the chest, 1 in the head, 1 in the head, felt super smooth. I hit my shots. The new RXM is super smooth, just a well-made gun. Fits in the hand very well. It's not as snappy as a regular Glock 19 in my opinion. If I was in the market for a Glock 19, this would be definitely in the top 3 of considerations to purchase. And then next, with the actual holster we have for it here, the Spectre, super smooth coming in and out of the holster. There's no snagging. I'm not having to grab the holster. It just sits nice and tight to my body, and I'm not having to do anything extra to actually draw my weapon and get on target. And also with these extra mags right here, we got Glock 19 mags. They sit in there nice and firm, nice and tight, but loose enough to where it's not sticky. I can do it with one hand. I can manipulate these any way I wanted to. I'm not having to do anything extra to actually pull the magazines from the holder. And they conceal very well.
Now 2 rounds of testing the RXM and the Spectre while on the move.
And now with that, we just finished that simple movement drill. 2 shots on each target while moving at a steady, easy pace. Overall, the gun, again, felt super smooth, not snappy at all. I was able to re-get on target every single time, hit all my shots. As for the holster, as I drew and as I was walking, making these shots with the movement involved, the holster was not going anywhere. And that's what we're looking for when we make holsters for certain weapons. As I said before, we made this holster specific for these weapons. Having these 2 mags on the side, if I were to miss any shots, then I could easily reload the weapon and get back into the fight.
Now done with testing, let's see how we design and engineer each one of our specific holsters, in this case for the Ruger RXM, with our technician.
Am I blurred out here? Alright, so... oh shit, now you just made me nervous now. Before we get into anything technical, first we do a visual check, see the differences of the guns. First being slide serrations. On the RXM, they're slight out of 45 to where the Glock 19 are perpendicular. Trigger guard, square. RXM's round, and the lower frame is actually different as well. With these differences, we do have to create a new mold and re-engineer to produce an exact fit for the Ruger RXM. Vanishing spray, give it a nice good coat. Turntable, scan it. We have a visual that we could send out to our engineer. Our engineer will send back a G-code for me to put on our mill, then we'll give it to our stenciled guy. He will generate a stencil. We move on to more of 3D printing. Slice it into our FlashForge software, 3D print a model, our holsters to be drilled with a 3D printed model, and then when it goes down the line to QC, then it'll get checked with the real firearm. It's going to be differences, a couple of thousandths out here and there. Gets the job done for getting holster alignment done. As for retention, always the real gun. 3D printing is good, but what really matters is the mold. This is the mold room, where we take this, turn it into this, this into this. Good? This machine cuts our molds. This machine cuts our Kydex. This is our Kydex mill. We use this to cut out the holster halves to get a perfect fitment every time. That's all we do on it. This is a complicated and tedious process, but we do it. And that's one reason why our holsters are so fucking good.
Thanks, Mold Man. Each of our holsters is built from the ground up, tested with the real pistol, and made by hand. Our process is rigorous for every make and model. Check them out at gunfightersinc.com. Either the Spectre shoulder holster shown in the video, or our Kenai chest holster, or any of our other concealed carry products. Let us know what you prefer, the Ruger RXM or the Glock 19 down below. We'll see you in the next one.